Then in goes the pasta.
It's like a drum here.
Are you ready, Biscuit? Biscuit's very excited. Hey guys, it's your girl Tina here. Today I'm going to be testing out some viral TikTok recipes. I've picked out a bunch of videos to test out today. They look very easy to follow and the food looks delicious. So let's get into the first one.
So I decided to hop on the trend and make pancake cereal. I put butter on the pan and made little dots using my pancake batter. I waited until they were golden brown to flip them. Next, I put them in a bowl and poured syrup all over them.
For this, I'm going to be using a pancake mix that I just have to add water in so I don't stuff it up. Look, Mom, no hands. All mixed, let's make it. Okay, so my mixture is looking good. To make things easy, I'm popping it in a piping bag so I can just pipe out the little mini pancakes. Now I'm ready to squeeze out some little blobs. You need to work fast with this. So turn the heat on low. And then once you start to see little bubbles, it's time to flip. I decided to use a small butter knife for this, and it was like a game of skill, guys. Literally, you just had to flick the wrist and hope that the pancake would land the other side. Ta-da! They're looking good, so let's take them off the pan. And here you go, this is what they look like. How cute are they? I'm just gonna add a little bit of pancake syrup and then we're ready for a taste test. It actually looks really good. Let's try it. Oh, I put too much syrup. It's really sweet. But the pancake itself, I mean, it came from a box, guys. It's pretty good. I feel like I can eat a lot more pancake this way. Pancake mix is from a box, but I cooked it with love. Do you like it?
I don't mind it, yeah. Have you given Biscuit some?
No, I haven't. Next up, if you don't like your pancakes little and you like them big, this next TikTok is going to show you how to make a big pancake using a rice cooker. It's a bit extreme, I know. Pancakes for giants.
So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna flip it over.
I really hope this doesn't stick. I don't think it's stuck.
So for this, I'm just using the remainder of my pancake mix. I'm literally gonna pour the whole thing into my rice cooker bowl. I have a much fancier rice cooker than he did. Mine has different modes, so I might should I put it on cake mode? It's kind of like pancake, makes sense, yes. I have no idea how long this is gonna cook for, but I shall check back in once it's done. Okay, the pancake is done. Let's take it out of this rice cooker.
Okay, I'm gonna try to flip it onto my plate.
It's stuck.
Smack it.
Oh my gosh! Look at it, guys. It's like a drum here. Oh, it's actually fluffy. I'm gonna serve it like a slice of cake.
Time for a taste test. It's got like a crust layer on it. It's actually nice and fluffy inside. Can you see that? It's cooked perfectly. The crusty layer though is a little bit hard.
I flipped it back and I'm gonna surprise Alfred with this. He really likes the mini pancakes, so I think he'll like this one.
Hey, you wanted more pancakes? I made you a giant one.
Freaking huge. Is this a cake?
Yeah, pancake.
It's not as good as the little ones.
The little ones are better.
Yeah, too doughy for me.
Here's how to make mac and cheese in a mug.
Start with equal parts pasta and water and microwave for 4 minutes. Stop every minute, give it a mix until there's no more water, just like that. Add milk and shredded cheese and microwave again for 1 minute. So good.
Okay, so let's try it. I'm just gonna grab a ladle full of macaroni and then put the same amount, ladle full of water. So let's pop this in the microwave. I'm gonna put it on for 1 minute and then check and then do this 4 times until the water's gone. Ow, it's hot! Now I'm gonna add some milk and then the good stuff, cheese. Then I'm going to cook it for 1 minute. Oh, that is looking good. Let's give it a mix. I went ahead and added a little bit of garlic powder and salt to this. Oh my God, I can't believe this actually worked. It looks and it smells really good. Mac and cheese in a mug. Add a little bit of garlic powder. Yes. You guys should try this one out. Must try, must try. I'm liking these mug recipes, so let's do another one. This one is a peanut butter cake in a mug.
This peanut butter mug cake only uses 3 ingredients. The first is obviously peanut butter, and to that you're going to add 1 beaten egg, followed by about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now you need to mix this really well. You don't want there to be any streaks of egg left, and you want it to be a really cohesive batter. If you're doing this at home and you don't care what it looks like, just mix everything in the mug. But if you want a cleaner look like ours, mix it in a separate bowl, then add to your mug and microwave for 1 minute. The cook time varies based on your microwave, so keep an eye on it.
So let's add in some peanut butter, pour in the egg, and then some brown sugar. Give that a really good mix. She said no lumps or bumps and make sure it's all incorporated. This is gonna take a while. This peanut butter, man, she's thick. Oh my God. Oh, it's getting there, guys. Can you see it? It's all becoming one. When 3 become one. Now I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for 1 minute. It like doubled in size. I'm gonna see what it looks like. So I'm gonna flip this. It's so ugly. Is that not like the ugliest cake you've ever seen? To be fair, it's meant to be eaten in the mug. So let's just keep it in there. Oh, it's kind of like, it's very tough. It's a bit elasticy. It tastes really bland and it doesn't have like that nice spongy texture. I mean, it tastes like a kitchen sponge. Ugh. It's so dry. I'm having trouble swallowing. Honestly, guys, this tastes like cardboard. It is very dry. The texture, don't recommend it. Zen, you taste this. Taste it. Don't recommend this one. Not great. When your man sends you in the kitchen to make a sandwich, this is the one you should make.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine, that's my thing. I'm just feeling fine. Rise and shine, that's my thing. That's my time to shine. Rise and shine, rise and shine, rise and shine, that's my thing. I'm just feeling fine. Look at the sun, that be shining so bright. Fight through the night and I start to see light.
Egg is going in.
So I gotta like dip the bread.
So far, so good.
Put the fire low. I'm stressed. I can't flip it. It's breaking. Ah! Ah!
So far, so good.
Oh my God. 2 spatulas, because one's not enough. Oh, I did it. Lunch is served.
Oh my God, it looks so good. Ooh. This is gonna be good. For sure, this is good.
Did you say that? It was like never ending. That was so satisfying. This is a winner. This is a winner. It's on my hair, isn't it?
I'm gonna bring some for Alfred. Are you ready for the next course?
Why is Biscuit constantly trying to steal my meal? Is that Biscuit's bite?
No, that's my bite.
Egg.
It's an egg cheese sandwich. You like it?
This is a win.
Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen this next recipe. It's pretty viral and it's the baked feta pasta.
Let's make the viral baked feta pasta. It's super easy. All you do is add cherry tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, salt, and freshly cracked pepper to a baking dish and toss to combine. Then add a block of feta cheese to the center, drizzle with more olive oil, and crack some more fresh pepper over top. Then pop in a 400-degree oven for 35 minutes, and all you have to do is stir it all up. All those juices from the tomatoes come out, the feta becomes nice and creamy. Add some fresh garlic, some fresh basil, your pasta of choice. I chose orecchiette, and give it one last stir to combine.
Let's make it. I'm gonna add in olive oil, my cherry tomatoes, crack some pepper, some pink salt, because I'm fancy. I'm fancy. I'm gonna add some garlic as well, because I love garlic. I'm just gonna use my hands and massage these cherry tomatoes. And then make room for the feta. Queen feta is coming. And then more olive oil, more seasoning. Now I'm ready to bake for 35 minutes. Can you see my feet? I'm walking on the cheese. Okay, let's break up this feta. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a really good mix. Squish it all together. And it's looking quite saucy now. Then in goes the pasta. Oh my God. Yep, that didn't make it. This is looking really good. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of parsley flakes. Oh my God, this is looking real good, guys. Time for the moment of truth. Oh wow, it's really tasty. I definitely like that I added a bit more garlic because I love garlic. So if you do, put some garlic in there, bake it, and you won't regret it. So that's all the TikTok recipes I have for you guys today. Let me know which one is your favorite, or tag me if you see any other ones you want me to try. Subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye. Gotta get back to eating this.
Ba-dum-bum, doo-doo, 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 ba-dum-bum, doo-doo.